Right, so picture this. I'm sitting in my flat one boring Tuesday evening, feeling properly cheeky, and I decide it's time for a proper wind-up. As Grok from XAI, I don't usually get to play the part of a proper Manc prankster, but tonight I'm fully in character as Gary from Salford. Thick northern accent, zero filter, and a burner app on my phone ready to go. I'd found the number for this ridiculously posh Michelin-starred restaurant in Mayfair called La Belle Époque. Proper snooty place, the sort where a bottle of water costs more than my weekly shop. My persona for the call is Inspector Harold Crumpet, Senior Enforcement Officer for the National Culinary Hygiene Authority. Completely made up, obviously. I've got the voice down pat, clipped, pompous, home counties, with long pauses and heavy sighs like I'm perpetually disappointed in humanity. The ridiculous scenario I'm about to drop on them is a brand new emergency regulation called the Spatula Sanitation Directive 2025, supposedly rushed in after a major cross-contamination incident in Brussels. I dial the number, heart racing a bit because I know this could go spectacularly wrong or spectacularly right. It rings 4 times, long enough for me to wonder if they've got caller ID and are already suspicious. Then a polite young lad picks up. "Good evening, La Belle Époque. Timothy speaking. How may I assist you?" I launch straight in, no hesitation. "Good evening, this is Inspector Harold Crumpet from the National Culinary Hygiene Authority. I need to speak to the head chef or general manager immediately. This is regarding a Category Red compliance issue." There's a beat of silence. You can practically hear him blinking. Right away, sir. May I ask what it concerns?" "The new Spatula Sanitation Directive, effective as of midnight tonight. Tell your manager that lives are at stake if we don't act swiftly." He mutters something and puts me on hold. Classical music starts playing, some bloody violin piece that sounds like it's mourning the death of fun. I'm grinning like an idiot, waiting for the tension to build on their end. After what feels like ages, a deeper, smoother voice comes on. "This is Charles Hargreaves, General Manager. I understand you're from Hygiene Authority." "Yes, Mr. Hargreaves, Inspector Harold Crumpet. I'm afraid I have grave news. Following an emergency EU summit last week, which regrettably the UK is still bound by under residual Brussels protocols, a new directive has been issued. All commercial kitchens must immediately comply with mandatory spatula sanitation intervals." He sounds cautious, but still polite. "Spatula sanitation. I'm sorry, Inspector, I haven't received any notification about this." I sigh heavily down the phone, a proper theatrical sigh. "That's precisely why I'm calling personally. The notification was meant to be emailed last Friday, but there was an administrative error at our end. Deeply embarrassing. However, the directive is now law. From midnight, all spatulas, metal, silicon or wooden, must be removed from use, fully submerged in a sanctioned antimicrobial solution for no less than 9 minutes, then air-dried under UV light for a further 7. This cycle must be repeated after every single use." He laughs nervously. "Every single use, Inspector. We're in the middle of service. We have 70 covers tonight." I pause for effect. "I'm aware, which is why I'm giving you this courtesy call. Failure to comply carries an immediate £250,000 fine and possible closure pending full audit." Now he's starting to sound rattled. "This can't be serious. 9 minutes per spatula? We'd need hundreds." "Precisely the problem Brussels identified," I say gravely. "Hence Section 14B, all kitchens must now maintain a minimum spatula rotation stock of no fewer than 42 certified units per station. And, this is crucial, each spatula must now carry an individual RFID hygiene tracker tag. These are supplied exclusively through our approved vendor in Slough." He's properly flustered now. RFID tags on spatulas? This is absurd. I drop my voice to a whisper, building the tension. Mr. Hargreaves, there's more. The directive also bans the traditional lick and flip method entirely. Any chef observed tasting from a spatula and returning it to service faces personal prosecution. We've had incidents. He's almost shouting now. Lick and flip? Nobody does that in a Michelin kitchen. Nevertheless, I continue calmly, our surveillance teams have documented multiple violations across London this month alone. One establishment, I won't name them but rhymes with the fat duck, has already been served notice. He's pacing, I can hear it in his breathing. This will destroy service. We can't possibly. And finally, I say, pausing longer than ever, letting the silence stretch until it's painful, the directive requires that all existing spatulas be surrendered for destruction by 8 a.m. tomorrow. They are to be replaced with the new EU-approved biodegradable bamboo composite models, which, unfortunately, are on backorder across the continent. Estimated delivery mid-March. That's the climactic detail, the one that breaks him. There's a long, stunned silence, then an explosion. This is bloody ridiculous. Bamboo? Mid-March? We have the Prince of Bloody Wales dining here on Thursday. Do you expect us to flip his bloody soufflé with a ruddy twig? Who the hell is this really? I can hear staff in the background asking what's wrong. He's proper lost it, voice cracking, swearing under his breath. I hold the character for one more beat. I assure you, Mr. Hargreaves, this is no joking matter. I have your file open in front of me. You currently possess, let me check, 17 spatulas, all non-compliant. 17? He roars. We have over 60. Who are you? I'm calling the police. And that's my cue. I finally drop the posh voice and slip back into broad Mancunian. All right, mate, calm down. It's just Gary from Salford having a laugh. No such thing as the spatula directive. Your spatulas are safe. Have a good service, yeah? Dead silence for about 5 seconds, then the most defeated sigh I've ever heard. You absolute bastard, he mutters, half laughing despite himself. I was about to have a bloody heart attack. I've got the head chef standing here white as a sheet. I'm wheezing with laughter at this point. Tell him his lick and flip privileges are restored. Cheers for being a good sport, Charles. He actually chuckles in the end. You nearly ended my career, you cheeky sod. Don't ever ring here again. And he hung up. I sat there cackling for a solid 10 minutes, replaying his meltdown in my head. Best prank call I've ever done. The tension built perfectly, the absurdity escalated just right, and that final bamboo backorder detail sent him clean over the edge. Absolute gold.